Welcome to part 5 of the Stuart McDonald concert ukulele build. In the previous video we had just glued on the fingerboard, and in this video we will proceed to fit the neck to the body, glue it in place, and locate the bridge and begin the finishing process.
Alright, so we got a nice glue joint on there. We're going to set the neck. When I find the other dowel, we'll set the neck in place. And we can set it with the one, just to see how it goes. With the fingerboard on, it's easier to see that this neck is not sitting totally straight. So I've got to take off some of that side of the neck. So what I'm doing is I'm sanding this edge with 120 grit paper. We've got to bring this down so that we get a nice square connection to the body. I'm actually going to use a chisel up here because the sandpaper just cannot get close enough. Alright, so now I've got it fitted and temporarily clamped in place. What I want to do is put some blue tape around the top where the neck is going to hit. This will help me guide it back into place, and it'll also protect the top from glue when we glue the neck on. Because we're going to be gluing the fingerboard. I'm going to put tape along the sides where the neck meets the body. Okay, we're ready for glue. I've got it about as good as I can get it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on one end of the dowel and put them in the hole. Then we're going to take glue and we're going to put it onto the neck and onto the fingerboard itself. Make sure to get glue down into the dowel holes. Most of the strength of this neck joint will come from the dowels because this is end grain. Now we're going to get this lined up. Get the fingerboard lined up with the tape marks. Slide the neck into place. Alright. Double check the center line one more time. There we go. Okay, so I've sanded everything down, cleaned off most of the dust. We've got to mark the bridge location before we put any finish on it. Now, for a concert ukulele, it's got to be 14 and 29/32 from the nut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure down 14 and 29/32. Now, this is 16th, so that's 30. So 29/32 is about there. I'm going to make 2 marks. Very, very faint pencil marks. I'm going to double check my measurement because that one did not seem good. Alright. That's where the center of the bridge has to go. So I'm going to take a piece of painter's tape and I'm going to put it across the guitar on those 2 marks. And I'm going to measure it again. This is a critical measurement. Alright, we're good. So now I'm going to take the bridge. This is where the nut, this is where the strings are going to go. This is where the saddle is. So the center of that saddle has to be on that line. So I'm going to place the bridge so that the center of the saddle is on that line. And I'm going to make pencil marks in the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another piece of tape alongside the first one. Alright. Center of the bridge. About 3 1/8 wide. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to make some marks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to center the bridge on those marks. So now the bridge, center of the saddle should be and it is. Alright, I'm going to press down on the bridge. I've got a knife with a new blade and I'm just going to cut the tape around the bridge. You don't really want to go into the wood, so you've got to be careful just to go through the tape. done is we've left the tape behind where the bridge is going to go. And as you can see, it pulled off the mineral spirits that I used to clean. But what this is going to do is this is going to give us bare wood to glue the bridge onto after we finish the instrument. So next step is to put some finish on, and I just want to wait for the rest of this mineral spirits to dry. Alright, we're ready for finish. I'm going to use True Oil. This is a beautiful finish. It's used for gun stocks. It's great on musical instruments. It's an oil finish. It penetrates and it will also fill the grain. Take probably 4 or 5 coats to get it really into place. First couple coats will get completely absorbed. This wood is very, very dry. You want to be careful not to get any oil where you're going to glue the nut. Okay, now that I've got a coat of oil on, I want to address this plywood edge. I was hoping the oil would darken it, but it didn't. So what I've got a touch-up pen. This happens to be brown mahogany. And I'm going to just run it along that edge to kind of hide that white line, kind of make it blend. So I'll do that around, and then I'm going to put another coat of oil on. Okay, so what I did is I've got 2 coats on, and I found that it was a little bit rough, so I took some 400 grit sandpaper and I've hit all the rough spots. I'm just making sure that we're not leaving anything rough. Especially the neck. You want the neck to be nice and smooth and have a nice feel. And I'm wiping all the dust off. And we're going to put our 3rd coat on it.
Thanks for watching. In the next video, we will glue on the bridge and do the final setup.